So what I'm going to do is to drain all of our water. And then we're going to put it into our chowder. At this point we've had our liquids and our flavor bases, the onion and the bacon, and they've simmered just a little bit. And now we're going to add our potatoes. And this is where the timing comes in. The potatoes are going to take a specific amount of time to cook, and when they are almost fully cooked, meaning that they're almost soft, that's when we're going to add our fish. That way the fish won't be overcooked, it won't be just falling apart, and our potatoes won't be overcooked and they won't be falling apart, because remember, we've already thickened this chowder on our own. The potatoes will continue to thicken it, and quite frankly, chowder is great the next day when the potatoes will let some of their starch out, but I don't want the potatoes to let too much of their starch out, because once again, I'd like it to be somewhere between a soup and a stew. Okay, so we'll just add our Yukon Golds and our Red Bliss, or new potatoes. And I've got about 1.5 pounds here. And again, we're just going to bring it up to a boil and then let that go. We can increase the heat a little bit at this point and bring it up to a reasonably strong simmer. You want to be careful, because with cream and milk sometimes it will have a tendency to boil over. If it starts to come up, you just move it off the heat, blow on the top of it, and it'll go. But be a little bit careful at this point. Keep your eyes on it. Once it comes up to a nice simmer, we'll just let it roll for a little bit until our potatoes are tender.